Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B.
Well, today's topic, we are talking about people who award it and win it today. And I'm excited about this, Gwen, because, you know, you're an award winner.
Yeah, that's what I say, girl. I got a couple of them.
Well, we are award winners, actually.
Yes, we are.
So the thing about it, the reason why this topic is really touching to me is because, like, you know, when you're somebody that's doing something that's your passion,
Right.
you don't expect any recognition, but it's like a certain feeling that you get when somebody actually pays attention and they actually award you for that. So, like, tell me, like, when you got your award, like, all these awards that you got, like,
I got a lot of them.
yeah. So what was that feeling?
You know what? When I first got the award, I was like, why is they awarding me? But because I didn't never get in business to get awards. I never thought when you got in business that people would actually award you for your work. So It's actually, you know, it's very humbling and, you know, a very warm feeling just to know that somebody recognizing you for the work that you do, whether it's in the community or just for doing, you know, a service and a product. You know, it's a great feeling, I think.
Right, because, I mean, I'll never forget when we got the team award for Fashionista and for Reach For Your Dreams and stuff like that. It was just like, to be a team and get awarded as a team, it was just like crazy. So, I mean, today it's just, who do we have? Because we have some real award winners today.
Yes, lady. They have some great awards. So we have Mrs. Margie Lynn, award-winning serial entrepreneur, author, and speaker. And we also have Mrs. Tenisha Bibbs. Tenisha actually has a proclamation from the state of Georgia for Beauty Week. And she's also a beauty expert and author and speaker as well. And who else we got?
Well, we have Miss Ebonee Thompson, and she is an award winner as well. She is also a creative content writer and a social media owner. So I'm excited to hear about everything that all of these ladies got to say, because today we want to award it and win it and tell you how to go get it. So if you are just tuning in to Gwen's Business Corner, you better stay tuned, because this is what's up and this is what's happening right now. Reach For Your Dreams is in our 10-year anniversary, and we are asking you to give 10. Donate at Cash App $R4YD. All donations will provide one toy for a child and one meal at Reach For Your Dreams, Inc., our 10th annual toy giveaway and Christmas dinner on December 9th, 2018. Thank you from all of the co-founders of Reach For Your Dreams. This December, Reach For Your Dreams and 98.3 The Beat is celebrating their 10th annual toy giveaway and Christmas dinner, home of the 1,000 Toy Giveaway. Once again, they will be creating a winter wonderland with games, entertainment, music, food, giveaways, and so much more. Mark your calendar, you don't want to miss. It's free. For more information on how you can donate or perform, contact Gwen at 706-593-7338.
So, welcome back. Today we're talking to some award-winning entrepreneurs about what they got going on in their industries. And our first guest is Mrs. Margie Lynn. Hi.
Hi, everybody. Thank you very much.
Welcome to GBC.
Thank you very much.
And so we like to jump right into it. So, you have a special trademark that's kind of unique. It's called $50 in a Dream. Can you tell us a little bit about that concept and how you came up with it?
$50 in a Dream came about. I'm from Delaware. I moved to Atlanta with $50 cash in my pocket, and my dream was to start my own business, and it all happened thanks to God. And that's how my $50 in a Dream came about.
So out of that, you moved here, $50 and a dream,
Yes.
and then you go through all the channels of the trademark and everything that goes with getting everything, your brand out there.
Yes.
And then out of it comes a book. So what was the inspiration behind saying, okay, now it's time for me to write a book?
Well, what happened, I worked my store, which is a Subway franchise, and there were school teachers that would always come in and ask me to speak for Career Day. So when I show up and I go speak, I end up meeting different people, and it's a connection because other people start asking me to come speak for them. So when I started doing that, people start paying me to speak at their different events. And so in my business mind, I started thinking, this is another business, another way to have revenue. So I spoke for National Coalition of 100 Black Women. I spoke for Delta Sorority. And I just kept speaking for different organizations.
Wow.
And with doing that, afterwards, ladies would want to talk to me. And their only question was, do you have a book? We want to know more. And I was thinking, no, I don't have a book. I never thought about it. But the more I spoke at different events, that question kept coming up. Do you have a book out? So my business mind's ticking again. And I'm saying, Margie, you need to write a book. And so I did, and my book is titled, of course, $50 in a Dream.
That's awesome. So we didn't mention at the beginning of the intro, but, you know, you are a previous franchise owner of 2 Subways.
Yes.
That is very unique. Not unique, but you don't know,
Amazing.
you don't know that many franchise owners. So, Todd, can you give us a little information about how do you become a franchise owner, or if somebody was interested in it?
This is my story. This is what happened with me. At 32, I decided that I wanted to start a business. I had been doing small businesses before that. I owned real estate and I rented out townhomes. So my next step, I was eating lunch all the time at Subway franchises, and I saw that they didn't cook. And I said, this could be an easy business, but it wasn't, but it was. And at that moment, I started doing my research. And back in the day, they didn't have Google. So I actually had to go to the library and do real research and put in applications and go back and forth from Connecticut to Atlanta, figure out ways how to come up with the money to buy a franchise. Because with all franchises, there's an application fee. And you have to send them money. So I gave them $10,000. That was their application fee. I thought $10,000 would buy me the franchise, but that was just for signing a piece of paper. So after I passed all my tests and I was able to be a franchise owner, it took me 2 more years to come up with a little over $200,000.
Oh, wow.
To buy my first franchise.
Oh, dang.
I know.
See, that shows you, as people think it happened, it just happened.
Right.
And she said 2 years.
Right. And she said $200K too.
Right. To come up with $200K.
Yes.
So, you know, so you touched on that. So let's talk about, because you're an African-American franchiser.
Yes.
at some point, and you know, and then I saw that you and your husband were actually in business together.
Yes.
So what were your ex-husband. So what were some of the struggles that shows us? What were some of the struggles, you guys being African American franchisers? What were some of the struggles that you faced and challenges along the way, being that you were a franchiser?
This is going to be easy. Believe it or not, I'm a praying woman. I pray about everything. I don't think anything's impossible. Like when Barack Obama was the president, I knew that would happen one day. And everyone's shocked about it. But I think my mind works a little different because I always dreamed about everything. I just always been a dreamer. But I'll tell you one obstacle that many young, older, or anyone that's trying to start an entrepreneur and is money, is finances. I had A+ credit. I had a job. I went to several local banks, big names, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, SunTrust, and I was turned down. So that was the obstacle, because I was raised to believe that if you have good credit, you can have anything you want.
Exactly.
But that wasn't the case at all. So that was the main obstacle. That's what took 2 years to get my first franchise. So I had to be creative. This is what I did. Because I owned real estate, I refinanced some of my townhomes and pulled money out from there. And then because I was already a homeowner, I had to put my house up. I had to take a big chance, and that's something you never really want to do, is put your personal and mix it with your business. And that's one mistake I made with my first business. I commingled my personal with my business. And now I mentor people about business. Keep it separate.
It's always important.
Yeah. So the main obstacle was just coming up with the money to start a business, because there's some bright people. They know what to do. They work hard 24/7, because I was a no sleep person, because I had a mission. I was on a goal. So sleeping, to me, I said I could sleep later in life.
Right.
So it was only finances that
Was the biggest
Took me 2 years.
Wow, that was like really. I hope you guys got that because that was some really good information.
All right, so you gave us some very insightful information today. And so I just encourage all our viewers to make sure they go out and get $50 in a Dream, the book, so they can find out what were some of those steps that you actually had to take. So let them know how they can purchase that book, and then let them know how they can find you on social media.
Right now, you can go to my website. It's www.50dollarsinadream.com. That's $50dollarsinadream.com. You can pre-order my book, and my book is entitled $50 in a Dream. Also, I'm on Instagram as $50 in a Dream. I'm on LinkedIn, the business, as Margie Lynn, and that's Margie, and my last name is Lynn, Lynn. And you can find me like that, and also on Facebook.
Well, there you have it. And as you can see, we are just getting started with the award winners because we're teaching you how to award it and win it today at Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B. So coming up next, we have Tenisha Bibbs, who is going to show you how to award it, win it in the beauty industry. So there you have it. You better stay tuned because this is Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B. We'll be right back. Hi, I'm Deonta B of Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B, and you can catch us every first and third Monday on Fox 54. If you would like to be a show guest, contact us on Facebook at Gwen's Business Corner, or you can email us at gwenbusinesscorner@gmail.com.
What sets you apart from everyone else? How important is your individuality? Are you a trendsetter who sets the trend, or are you content with following the footsteps of others? When you look back, will you be able to say you made an impact on the culture, or will you just be another face in the crowd? Different is the new cool. The world is a backdrop. Visit us at modishdeals.com for more information.
So, welcome back. As you know, we are talking to some award-winning entrepreneurs today. And our second guest for today is Mrs. Tenisha Bibbs. Hi, Tenisha.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
We are welcoming you to GBC.
Yes.
So we just like to jump right into it because one of our viewers will get what they need to get. So, you just wasn't awarding any award. You actually have a proclamation from the state of Georgia, and you did not just get a day. You have a whole week to represent a beauty week. And so you created a behind the experience scene of beauty, talking about true beauty. So give us your definition of what true beauty means to you and what that week means to you.
Okay, well, you know, behind the beauty experience is, like you said, is a part of the proclamation that we have in the state of Georgia. We have the Beauty Week in the state of Georgia, as well as the Trichologist and Beauty Professional Day in Georgia. One of the things about behind the beauty experience is we help women to discover their true beauty by really walking in their purpose and their true beauty and what God has created them to walk in, which is true beauty.
Okay, sounds great.
So True Beauty is your brand, actually. And so how did you develop the brand? Like, how did you come up with that? Because, like, when you hear True Beauty, I know for me, I just think about some of everything, just glamour, just everything. So tell us about the brand.
Well, since I've been in the beauty industry over 25 years, I am so accustomed to making women look amazing on the outside. And that's easy to do. But I realized that a lot of the women that were sitting in my chair were really suffering silence. They were suffering going through. They may have went through something in their past or something that was causing them and holding them back from walking in their purpose. So, you know, I decided, you know what, I noticed this is something big, and when it comes to Beauty Week, when it comes to helping women to discover their true beauty, I noticed that women, especially women that were dealing with hair loss, and they were sitting in there crying, didn't want their husbands to know that their hair was falling out because they thought that he wouldn't, you know, find them attractive anymore, or they didn't want to really cope. So I just took it upon myself to really help them to understand what true beauty was all about. And it wasn't just about hairstyles and makeup and body sizes and things like that. It was about what's on the inside. You know, what are you producing on the inside? Loving your husband, loving your family, loving your children. I hope I answered the question.
You
Powerful.
did. So you used the terminology trichologist, right? And that is a uncommon term that we haven't heard in the beauty industry, but I know it's popular. Some beauticians might know what it is, but a lot of them might not know what it is. So tell us a little bit, what is that? Because I know it has something to do with hair loss.
Yes, a trichologist is a hair loss specialist. It is someone who really specializes in dealing with the loss of the epidermis, or the top layer of the hair. We are not medical doctors. We work side by side with dermatologists, and we help them because we're really on the front line. And because we're cosmetologists in whatever state we're in, mine's particularly Georgia, we actually help with the hair loss. We're seeing it every day, or every time we have a client, and a lot of times it's kind of went over, they didn't really deal with it until now, when a lot of the beauty professionals want to transition over to trichology. So it's a hair loss specialist, basically on the front line of hair loss.
Okay. I think a lot of beauticians need to learn about that.
Absolutely.
Yes, they taking our hair right on out.
Absolutely.
Especially when they make us believable.
Right.
Right, exactly. Well, the thing about it is you can, wear wigs and you can wear nice enhancements, but what's going on underneath that?
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of damage.
Yeah.
Exactly. So 25 years in business, a trichologist. What is the greatest recipe you can give someone? Because you're taking beauty to a whole nother level from behind the chair. Yes. So what is the greatest recipe you can give someone longevity in the industry to remain relevant?
Oh, that's good. So I wrote a book called 5 Things Every Student Needs to Know After Graduation that helps them to develop those skills in being patient, being consistent, and always being on your beauty A game. That means your hygiene, things like that in the beauty industry. One of the things that we have in the industry is because we can do so much. We can do lashes one week, then we can do hair one week, then we selling clothes in the salon, then we're doing so much, is that no one sees a consistency. So I would say have the consistency and the patience to endure through the process.
Okay.
Wow.
So I see you doing something with custom wigs. So tell us a little bit about that.
So I'm a custom wig developer, and because of the fact that the women were going through hair loss, they felt like they could not wear manufactured wigs because they look manufactured. So I decided to, start working on custom wigs. That means it sits closer to the scalp. It looks more realistic, those type of things. And it felt better. They could connect with it where they didn't have to really explain that they had a manufactured wig on. So that's what I do now. I actually make manufactured wigs, as well as teach other beauty professionals how to customize their own manufactured wigs for their customers.
Okay.
Wow, this is just really good. Like, we love beauty. Like, we're just the beauty glamour chicks.
We know we love beauty.
So every time she talks, I'm like, so, I mean, because I know I want to keep up with you, because you just on top of your A game with the beauty industry. So how can the viewers find you? How can they follow all these beauty tips?
Well, you can actually find me on Instagram at Tenisha Bibbs. You can also follow me at Behind the Beauty Experience on Instagram, and also Facebook, where we have a winter retreat every year and also a Behind the Beauty Experience.
Thank you so much for coming down to GBC.
Well, thank you. I enjoyed myself.
Keeping me beautiful. Well, there you have it. We've had the proclamation, the award winners, and coming up, you got some more treat for you. We got Ebonee Thompson. She is an award-winning author and also a social media agency owner. So you better stay tuned, because we're just getting into it. We want you to award it, win it, top it, and make it beautiful and glamorous. This is Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B. We'll be right back. Reach for Your Dreams is in our 10-year anniversary, and we are asking you to give 10. Donate at Cash App $R4YD. All donations will provide 1 toy for a child and 1 meal at Reach for Your Dreams, Inc., our 10th annual toy giveaway and Christmas dinner on December 9th, 2018. Thank you from all of the co-founders of Reach for Your Dreams.
The world is a backdrop, and Modish Stills is one of its most up-and-coming photographers. He specializes in senior portraits, event photography, maternity and wedding shots, sports photography, and more. Modish Stills was voted 2017 Photographer of the Year. Whether you need a studio look or you prefer the outdoors, Modish Stills is your #1 source for image capturing in the Tri-City area. For more information, visit us at our website, modishstills.com, or call us at 706-536-6372.
We at Gwen's Business Corner would like to thank our proud sponsors, Expert Tax Service LLC and Pretty Boss Hair. And you can watch Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B every first and third Monday on Fox 54. I am Deonta B. Welcome back. And if you're just tuning in, we have award-winning Ebonee Thompson, who is a content writer and also the owner of Persona social media agency. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
So we just like to jump right into it. We like to let the viewers get exactly what they came to see. So Persona agency. I mean, tell us about that, because when I hear the name Persona, that just sounds like something like very, very rich and cultivated.
I love that. I want to sound rich and cultivated. So the entire thing with Persona Agency is when we're on social media or we're presenting ourselves, we're always presenting our persona. Our persona is who we really are. It's not necessarily who we hope people think we are, but it's who we are at our core. So when we launched the Persona Agency, I wanted to make sure that all of my clients understood that at the core of what we do, it's presenting your persona, and it's presenting it organically, and the importance of telling your story, whether that's through a book, through social media, through your website content, telling your story and living in your truth of your persona. So,
Girl, I love that.
I know. I just like the name Persona.
Girl, I love that. They gotta know, baby. They gotta know. So, with your agency, you focus on social media management, and you also focus on content creation.
right.
So, what would be some advice for you to give to some of our viewers who have a brand or a business and they need to get their social media intact? Because, you know, social media is about making money as well, but also presenting your persona, your brand to your potential customers. So what advice would you give to them?
So listen, my biggest thing is everybody wants to be a pro and everybody wants to be a boss, but nobody ever wants to admit that they've once been a leader or once been a follower and had to be a student. So in that is the transparency of your elevation. And so some of my clients have 50,000 followers. Some of my clients have 500 followers. Both of them get treated the same in that I need the transparent part of your business, your brand, to be able to tell your story. So if I was giving somebody some advice, it's don't try to bump yourself up, because people can see through that on social media, on your website, everything. So it's being transparent. It's showing the behind the scenes, showing people the struggle, showing people the real, so that they can feel attached to your story. Because all of us know we feel attached to somebody's story who we can say, man, she came in with $50 in a dream and she, turned this around. And that's something that makes you latch onto somebody's story. So the biggest thing is be transparent, be honest, and be real. Don't try to trump yourself up, because Trump just isn't a good word right now. Right. So yeah.
And then you could get found out too.
Yeah. This is true.
So then you become an author. And so many people want to become an author. Like everybody literally wants to become an author. So with you having a social media side, what is the greatest recipe you can give to someone desiring to become an author?
So I became an author before social media even popped. I became an author when Facebook, you still had to have a college email address, like that far back. So my background has always been in writing. And so I think that my biggest advice to anybody who ever wants to become a writer is put the pen to paper, period. You have a story. One thing I hate when I meet people and they're like, I want to write a book, but I don't think I can write it, or I don't think I have a story in me. Every single person walking this earth has a book inside of them. So my advice is pen to paper. Either it's 1 word a day, 5 words a day, 10 words a day. Work towards that goal of getting it done. Don't look at the Iyanla Vanzants or the Zanes and say, like, I can never get to that, because Zane had to start somewhere. Write 1 word a day, get your book out there, and believe in what your story is, because I just don't believe that God has placed all of the experiences inside of us for them to go to the grave with us. They're meant to live on. So, right.
Wow. Girl, great
Hear
advice.
that.
Yeah.
Hear that.
Okay, so we're talking about award-winning entrepreneurs today, and you actually have been awarded before a $10,000 prize from Black Enterprise for a pitch. So people don't understand that, you know, in order to get money out here, you have to have a pitch of what your business is. So say somebody can actually want to sow that money into you. So what would your advice be to someone who might go to a pitch competition, or they didn't think they could pitch their business, but they really feel like they need to come up with a pitch if they can get some money? What would your advice be to them as far as coming up with a pitch, especially winning, because you won $10,000?
Yeah, and I had never written a pitch before. And that's the beautiful part, is that my stance comes from, I think a consumer, from a consumer standpoint, in that, what's the why? Like, why does somebody care? I might think my agency is an amazing thing, but of course I do, I'm biased. But what's the why? Why would you care about it? And my connection would be, well, you know, and with my ghostwriting agency, for instance, and I still remember my pitch, it's everybody has a story inside of them. Everybody has a story, and that's the sell point. You have to make sure that people understand and it resonates with them, the why. Once you get the why, everything else fills in.
Well, you have already given them the advice, so we can just skip right over that because they got so much award-winning advice. I hope they were ready for it. Yes. So, I mean, I want to keep up with the persona. I love the persona. So tell the viewers how they can follow you and keep up with these 7 books that you have.
Ooh, it's about to be 10. But you can keep up with me on Instagram at Ebonee Monique, EBONEEMONIQUE. The persona agency is TPA Agency, and you can follow us on all social media channels with those handles.
All right. Thank you for coming down.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So, I mean, today was just so amazing. We took award-winning to a whole nother level, Gwen.
Yeah, she won $10,000, girl. They would get better than that. Come on now.
So, I mean, we don't want to leave, but we got to go right now.
All right.
So
you got to follow us too now. So follow me, Gwennetta Wright, at Gwennetta Wright on all social media outlets, and also visit my website at GwennettaWright.com. And also make sure you following Gwen Business Corner on all social media outlets at Gwen Business Corner, but also make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do you tell them how to find you?
Well, you can follow me at all social media sites at The Real Deonta B, and at my website, The Real Deonta B. And there you have it, the award-winning authors. I mean, we gave you all the nuggets today. So this is Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B, and we got to go, but we want you to catch us each and every first and third Monday on Fox 54. Bye now.
Bye-bye.